Yesterday, we talked about the phrase or the saying, the sky is the limit, and how the English teacher I had at that time told us that she prefers the sky is the starting point because she just did not want that limitation to be put on her or on us. Now, thinking back to whether it's sayings, whether it's slogans, whether it's proverbs, whatever it is, and the way they are passed down to us, even pieces of poems, um, haiku, all those things, wherever people will tell stories, a lot of those things are bound to be passed down, right? So whenever we're thinking of all these things, I want us to also think of history, how history participates in this, how religious beliefs participate in this, and how cultural beliefs also participate and shape stories, adages, proverbs, sayings, slogans, all of those things. Um, Maybe when that saying, I haven't looked directly into that particular saying, but maybe when that saying, the sky is the limit, was invented and passed around, maybe we haven't had airplanes shoot through the sky or through the clouds as we know it. Maybe we haven't had that. Maybe we were still in the age when we're traveling with our legs or on water. Who knows? Maybe that's what it was at that time. Another thing that I would like to talk about, and I talked about this during my interview with my publishing coach. If you haven't watched it, it's on YouTube, my YouTube channel, thecurvycauldron.com. Well, the Curvy Cauldron is the name of my YouTube channel. But I talked about this and we used that saying, mother's baby, father's maybe. Um, Again, that saying, if we dissect it, it's in part true because the mom is the one going to push out the baby or give birth to the baby, right? So we for sure know that that is her baby. The dad is not pushing out the baby, and if she was involved with different men, it could be the kid of any of those men, right? But that mom, we know that that baby came out of her. Now, thinking of it literally, it is a correct saying. But looking at how that saying has evolved and how it has been passed down from generation to generation, it has become a thing that men and even women really, especially women that are in patriarchal families or patriarchal societies that have that mindset and are like really upholding that mindset, it has become a thing that people weaponize. So men use it to shirk accountability, of maybe providing for the children or being there through, very different milestones of those children. Maybe the father is in the home, but he's not emotionally there. Or maybe all he does is just put money on the table and disappear. There are people that use that saying to, maybe if they got somebody pregnant and they use that saying to like refuse to take accountability. They're like, well, who knows? Maybe you were with different people. So that saying, the way, even though it's been passed down and literally it is right, being passed down and all the little things that people have attached to it and the things that people have used that saying to perpetuate, to avoid accountability, all those other things makes it something that if you're repeating, you want to be very careful about the context that you're using it, because I think context is important, history is important, about context and how you are using it, right? Okay, let's go away from that heavy saying. Let's go to the thing about black don't crack. So You will be out there now saying, oh, black don't crack, black don't crack. And then you go outside without sunscreen. We have seen black people get burned, not having their sunscreen on. And then you look at your face and you're like, what happened that in New Orleans? Whatever it was, you look at your face and you go, why is the black cracking? No, that is not the proper context to use it. And also, maybe that saying doesn't apply to you. Maybe something happened in the genetics of your family, and maybe if you don't take care of your skin, you will crack. So, their context is important, history is important. Knowing how that saying applies to you is important. Knowing how it doesn't apply to you is important. And also knowing if you even want to put that saying on your life. On your life, on yourself, or whatever, right? That whole the sky is the limit. My English teacher changing it to, even though she taught us the correct thing that has been passed down, her changing it to the sky is the starting point. It's part of that. She just didn't want to put that limitation on her. Now, whether it's her original saying or whether she learned it from one of those church pastors, who knows? I don't know. But you want to start thinking, because words are powerful. There's something my mom used to tell me when I still lived at home with them. She'll be like, Oluchi, maybe, which means it is the mouth that they used to create the world, and it's also the mouth that they used to destroy the world at the same time. So there's a reason why people say affirmations to calm themselves. There's a reason why people say Bible verses when they are afraid. Chant Buddhist affirmations to like calm themselves in like difficult situations. Words are powerful. These sayings, these proverbs, they are powerful, and it is important to understand how they apply to you, how they apply to the current context, and the history behind them. Maybe when it was invented, it was true. Maybe we haven't shot through the sky with an airplane, but now we have no limits. Astronauts are going to other planets. So that's something else I want you guys to think about. This is Oluchi. I am a writer, a poet, and the author of the poetry collection, Tasteful Hypocrisy. So make sure you grab a copy from Amazon.com. I love you.